And welcome to the Big T Show. I am Big T, and we are back. And like every week, when I'm Big Boomer it by myself, I got to check real quick because I am a fucking moron. But we are good. I'm going to go airplane mode so we don't get disturbed. And, wow, fucking November. Where the hell did you go? Happy Hanukkah to all my Jewish brethren out there. We have a large contingency of Jewish followers following the page and supporting Big T and everything Big T does. Shout out to my Jews out there. Um, happy, yeah, man, fucking Hanukkah, just Thanksgiving came and went. You know what I mean? When you don't stress it, when you don't fucking travel on the busiest travel day of the year, things are a little easy. You watch some football, you smoke some weed, you eat some edibles, you have some filet mignon because you don't follow the norm and go and get fucking dry ass turkey like in fucking National Lampoons. They cut it open, it's like all fucking dry like a fucking yeast infection. You know what I mean? Fucking. I had a great Thanksgiving, but this fucking month flew. It flew. We're getting the cock smash continues with the big tits, big pics of the week. Oh yeah, forgot to lift my nipple up. Down 11,000 for the year. We're gonna get to that a little later. Do I seem worried? No. This NFL season, I know I keep going back to that fucking October stretch, but that October stretch of 3 weeks in a row where I would have been up money, where I could just be picking shit like I've been picking since, and still be up money. But we're gonna get to that. I got a couple things to get into. I have a busy Sunday over here. I got to cook. I got to meet some people. I got to open mic later, then Comedy Fight Club, roast battle. I'm going to support, and a couple of my friends are on there. It's just a fun time at the stand in the city. Like one day I want to be at the Comedy Cellar. You know what I mean? Some people probably laugh at that. But I would also love to be a comic at the stand. Just a beautiful comedy club. They used to be somewhere at Second or Third Avenue in the basement, like with like a bar upstairs. But now they're at, I think, by Columbus Circle. Beautiful. They opened a like big sliding glass, uh, open concept, whatever that's called, where the walls open up. And in the summer and the springtime, it's beautiful over there. And when they opened again, they said, "Hey, we're not just gonna have bar food. We're gonna have chicken wing, that like all that stuff." They had like amazing pizza, like a restaurant style comedy club menu, and it's a fucking beautiful club. And the Comedy Cellar is just, you got the Comedy Store in California. It's all well and good, but like Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, all those guys left, Tom Segura, all scattered around either Texas or wherever across the country. The lineups aren't the same over there. You know what I mean? And the Comedy Cellar, it's just it's a dream of mine to be there one day, and I got a lot of work to do. We're gonna get into that. A lot of comedy cunts, as I like to call them. We're gonna get into those cocksuckers. But yeah, I just got back from a doctor's visit. Semi-healthy fat guy. I know, I know. The weight wasn't as bad as I thought it was, which was good. But I'm a little sore from Wednesday. What's today? Sunday. We're doing these calf raises with my trainer, where I was standing on the balls of my feet of a yoga block and just lifting, holding 3 seconds, then going down. I've been crippled for the last 3 days, just walking on. I can't even walk on the heels of my feet. And the doctor's like, "Oh, sit on this thing," and I sat on the curtain, and fucking three of them ripped down, like broke, ripped the sheet, and it looks like an old curtain, like it's been there for 100 years. And I sit down once and I fucking destroy it. But the weight was good. The blood pressure 100/70. Kira has uh, Kira always marvels at. I mean, because people think fat people, this, that, you're an unhealthy fucking sack of shit. And 100/70, it's all about breathing. It goes back to when I took the fireman's test. I was a little heavy, but I think I had to lose like 30 pounds because for a certain height you have to be a certain weight, and there's a stairmaster with a weighted vest on, and I was like, all right, this is heart rate. So I was just breathing through my nose, and this is when 50 Cent's PIMP, the pimp song, was out, and I just kept saying the hook over and over again, breathing like a mantra. I passed, and then there was skinny motherfuckers failing, and there was some kid who's a fireman now from the neighborhood. Like, he always brings it up when he's drunk when he sees me, because there was like skinny people coming up to me like, "Yo, how'd you pass?" I was like, "Yo, Colt 45 and cheeseburgers," because at that time I wasn't smoking because I just got hired for UPS. And I got the one out of my mom's. I was living in Brooklyn by a corner store. There was 99 cents Colt 45s and what's that other one? the brown one. The four. I forget the fucking name, but there was two Colt 45 and why am I fucking dropping the ball with the other malt liquor that I used to drink? 99 cents for a 22, $5. You're getting 5 22s of malt liquor. You would be ripped. And then I'd get so drunk down the block was the Del Rio Diner that's not there no more. Me and my cousin would go there and amazing cheeseburgers, the best sour pickles, and between the Colt 45 and the cheeseburgers, I passed the fucking Stairmaster test with the heart rate. It's all about breathing. And, today I didn't have no coffee, no nothing. I wanted to get all my blood work done. I haven't had it done since the pandemic because I wasn't going there. Like, all right, I could hold off for a year instead of going where there's fucking germs and all these other animals. Because prior to the pandemic, before we washed our hands, you know what I mean? Like the fact that we had to tell people to wash their hands is a fucking red flag and a half of what's going on in this fucking world. Hey, whoa, you gotta wash your hands like these animals. You know what I mean? Like I always had hand sanitizer on my, like on the door, has the cup holder on the door, a big bottle of hand sanitizer. So like you cocksuckers caught up to how I was living. You know what I mean? So like why am I gonna go to a germ-infested doctor during a pandemic to get my blood work? But I did. Listen. I lost 70 pounds when I stopped drinking. You know what I mean? Abusing edibles, cookies, fucking candies, this. But I was drinking so much. 36-pack Bud Heavies, bottle of Fireball, handle of vodka, not drinking all week, pictures of White Russians because I need some sort of like protein or something in my stomach to coat my stomach as I'm drinking for 3-4 days in a row. And then after the weekend, after you come down, you eat like the day where you stop drinking, the Tuesday, the Monday, whatever it was, you eat a fucking Xanax, you eat an edible just to fucking feel better. Then you go out to eat, and those things just open you up to fucking a human garbage disposal. You just can't stop eating, and you're saying to yourself, "Hey, I didn't eat for 3 days. I can eat fucking 25,000 calories," and it happens. And I was the fattest cokehead alcoholic. But like I said, once I stopped drinking, all that liquid calories just disappeared. 70 pounds, abusing edibles, abusing cookies, and like now, what do I stop? You know what I mean? Like, but even then, I still had healthy blood work. Like the doctor I had before this doctor. I was like, yeah, I used to do coke, drink, and this, like, because he was amazed at my blood work. He's like, are you on drugs right now? I'm like, doc, I used to do a fucking 40 bag in one sniff. Like, I don't do that shit no more. This is coffee and juice. You know what I mean? Like, I love doing, like, ginger shots and shit. Just gives you energy like Popeye. And, I just had to go today. And even the nurse, like, I don't know. I like this. It's a new doctor. I got the Fugazi insurance. And they always change your primary care doctor for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. Whatever it is. I go with the punch. I go with the flow. And she was like, no mask. Didn't even ask me if I was vaccinated or not. Which, it's your own fucking personal thing. And she's like, talk about, I don't know how, the mask. She was talking about how the shitheads that wear the mask in the car are more of a danger. I didn't even think because your peripheral's a little blocked if you're wearing the mask correctly in the car like a fucking jerk off. You know what I mean? Like, but your peripheral, like there's so many shitty drivers in the world. Like how are we not reevaluating people's driving skills every 10 years, 5 years? Like some shitheads got take public transportation. It's not a right for everyone. You know what I mean? Like it's not a right for everyone to be driving. I don't care. But the guy Harry's 96. He had this like little Pontiac vibe, like a 90-something, like motherfuckers doing K-turns in the driveway instead of reversing out. And this guy belongs on the Van Wyck. Get the fuck out of here. What are you, fucking stupid? But, you can't be against old people. Shut the fuck up. Fat people, the only one that you can't, like, is fat shaming. But, like, fat people always get the shitty end of the stick, and no one ever defends fat people. I'm here for fat people. I'm a healthy fat person, 100 over 70. Can't wait to get this fucking blood work back. The weight wasn't as bad as I thought. But, I was in a bad relationship. You know what I mean? I was getting assaulted. The animal instincts were coming out of having to react and you know what I mean, dodge a KitchenAid mixer getting thrown at my head, punching me, biting my chest, and I can't react. What am I going to do? Beat the fucking piss out of a girl? Hey, listen, 2021, we're all equal. No, it's not. It's not. You know what I mean? I don't, the world may be saying that. I don't say that. If we're equal, then why, you know what I mean? Like, you can make a million examples that WNBA, and listen, I love women. I'm not fucking downgrading fucking women, bashing women. But, like, I would lace up most women. Yeah, there's gonna be some MMA fighters or UFC fighters that will fuck me up, but for the most part, I'll handle my own against the women. It's not that fair. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean I hate women or bash women, but between that and then the fucking pandemic, I just wasn't paying attention till it was too late. And I always bring this up like gambling. Like, you can be up money on Tuesday and then you fucking give it all back and then some on Thursday. And it's like losing weight. It's like, yo, why can't I just go back to when I lost the weight, not when I'm fat, not fatter than ever? Because the weight, the scale, getting on the scale there for the first time, like I go to the trainer, but I was like, you know what? Instead of being obsessive with the number, just be better. Eat right. You know what I mean? Turn this fat into muscle. Like, don't worry. Don't be obsessed with the number. Just be a healthier person. That was my motto in my head. And getting on the scale wasn't that bad. But like ordering $300 worth of Haagen-Dazs during the pandemic. Yeah, I was eating good. I was living good. But like, that's not good. Then I'm all edible out of my shorts. I look in the fridge for breakfast. I'm like, I'm too high to go get breakfast. Let me eat some vanilla fudge swirl, chocolate covered almonds, Haagen-Dazs. Haagen-Dazs, like, I think people sleep on how good Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream is. It might be the best ice cream in the whole fucking world. Just so decadent. And next thing you know, I'm like getting comments from people, like going for a UFC fight at my friends, and a couple of people were like, damn, Tom, you gained some weight. And like, then I realized at that moment, I'm like, fuck, and you can't go backwards. So it was just a little inspirational of just going to the doctor and, I mean, besides breaking his curtain by hopping on the table, just fucking, just the numbers right. Hopefully the blood work comes back right. But I'm low key as a fat person. You want the blood work to not be right because then it awakens you. Like, all right, I got to get my act together. You know what I mean? Like, but I hope it's right because I've already been turning this bitch around. I'm sore as fuck in my calves. I know, chin. The visual is like he doesn't go to a trainer. Like, I was getting on stage. I was like, yeah, I just want to tell you guys I'm limping because I got into a fight. But I like to be honest with you guys. You guys would believe I got into a fight if I'm limping up on stage. But if I'm like, oh, my trainer worked me too hard, you're like, oh, look at this fat fuck lying. His nipples are pointing at the fucking floor. This guy doesn't go to the fucking trainer. Like, get the fuck out of here. The guy needs a training bra. Fuck out of here. But yeah, it's a cool doctor. And the nurse, just bashing. And the European doctors, I love these. European woman just shoot you straight. You know what I mean? The host at this mic last night was fucking Czechoslovakia, whatever it was, shot super straight. This lady at the doctor's office, super straight. And that's how the world should be. Stop sugarcoating shit. Stop fucking beating around the bush. Say it how the fuck it is and move the fuck on, you know? I appreciate those fucking people, man. But, yeah, man, I'm trying, I have a couple of shows coming up at the end of this week. I took a little time, personal time. I had some personal stuff going on. Nothing bad. Just I need to get some things in order. But also, after the Broadway comedy show, where I had the energy. My jokes were there, but the room wasn't on board. And I'm not blaming the room at all. As a comedian, you got to be better. And I needed time to reflect. And, like, there's just so many comedy cunts out there. And I'm not talking about the audience member. I just talk about other comedians. It's like, yo, like, you can't check out when the comics are, like, we're supposed to be some sort of, like, unionhood, brotherhood. And I may be wrong, but it's like you're supposed to take some shit with a grain of salt when another comic says it because, you know what I mean? Like, we're all trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Your little corny jokes might make people laugh. God bless. That's not my approach. I didn't live that life. You know, I'm trying to talk about my life. And it's like, I'm just being me. And I always say, like, do I need to cut my dick off for people to appreciate me for being me? You know what I mean? Like, and I always go to that because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being me. Some people that transition, other things, you know what I mean? This, that, they're just trying to be them and people embrace it. And I'm just being me. And it's like I get shunned. You know what I mean? Like, even like people I've worked with, I told them, like, yo, come by. Evan Rockaway, you need this. Like a producer of a show. Like, you need anything, stop by. You can park in my spot. You know what I mean? Rockaway, oh, awesome. They're having a show Wednesday, and it's like, I don't even know. They don't even, like, you're coming to Rockaway. There's not many Rockaway comics, and I don't know. It's just these little things that maybe I got to be funny. But I've heard people's sets, and I'm honest, and I'm like, is that funny? I don't know. I thought the end result was to be funny as a comedian. You know what I mean? Like, who cares how? Like, was he funny? Like, isn't that the fucking end of the day what we're trying to do over here? Like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But listen, that it's inspiring me. Like I'm very spiteful, and spite gets, like I said, it always gets a negative undertone. Like it's negative. Like no, it fuels me, man. Like I have to get better. And I was working some new shit last night. Um, I'm reworking some old jokes, trying to polish them up, move some things around, and if I got on stage and I didn't hear laughter, sometimes a lot of laughter, I wouldn't keep doing it. You know what I mean, that would be stupid. Like some of these comics keep going up there saying some stupid, bad, horrible jokes and keep doing it. Like I don't know, maybe they make some other shitheads laugh when I'm not around or people aren't around. But like I just, you know what I mean, I gotta get better. I gotta get better, and just seeing this flyer that my friend tagged me in, just really another thing that's gonna urge me to get better and go forward. And I don't know where my spot is in this world. Cooking show host, this thing, comedy, maybe just a fucking guy that collects Social Security and fucking, I don't know, what, it just smokes weed all day. Like who knows? Who knows? I don't think that's it. But know what? It's like that shit Fat Joe says: the price today isn't the price tomorrow. And I'm gonna get so fucking. I'm just gonna keep getting better and better, and I'm gonna keep track of who wanted to work with me, who didn't, who gave me chances, and who also didn't. And it just it as a comic, you bash your head against the wall because you know what I mean. Like you look at some of these lists, and it's like some of these people aren't funny if you're being honest. You know what I mean? It's just maybe they're a safe comic. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna keep getting better. That's all I can do. You know, it's all I can do. And like I said, with the cunt comics, not all comics. Like there's just like I put stuff up about white people don't season their food. I made a jokes about it on THC TV. Oh, like just like we came a long way. We do salt and pepper because it's funny. You know what I mean? We're white, we're bland. We put raisins on potato salad, whatever it is. I love all that shit. But like people like, what are you talking about? I never heard that. What is that? Or like show no love. Then after Thanksgiving, all I saw like 30 fucking memes about white people not seasoning their food or making jokes about it. It's like I I do what I take what the world gives me. You know what I mean? And like the world gives me white people don't season their food. White people are bad. Jewish girls love sucking. Whatever it is, and I go with that narrative. And sometimes I lose people. It's like, do you not pay attention to the pulse or the underworld of what's going on in the fucking world? You know what I mean? Like it's all in agreement that white people don't season their food. I make funny videos about it, and then people are like, what does that mean? Like, you fucking idiots. What else, man? And like just even the local establishment point of view, and like just some people hating on me, and there's someone that works. It might be something bigger. This jerk off pizza maker, not. I'm not talking about Wits. This other person at this other establishment at all. Actually went to Wits End in person for the first time in a while. The food was absolutely phenomenal. Love Wit. Love Mikhail. Cardone Magic was there. I'm not talking about him. I was talking about someone else because we did have shows at Wits, and whenever they want to have another one, we're there. But like some local establishments that I think just hate on me, like from my past. Like I don't know what it is. Like you know what I mean? Like I like are they killing it on a Wednesday or a Thursday in fucking November, facing December? It's like it's December next week. Where the fuck did November go? Like Jesus Christ! But I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna try to squeeze something in the living room downstairs, a close. So intimate comedy show. So I figured something out with some local shit. It's like embarrassing. Do I have to get so fucking good and hopefully become famous one day where it's like maybe my community and my people around here will fucking want to work with me? Like, oh, he's too offensive. He says, shut the fuck up. Like, what do you do in your bedroom? What do you say racist? Or what anti-Semitic jokes do you say in close quarters with your husband or whatever it is? Everyone has skeletons. I'm just an open book. You know what I mean? Like, and as someone who's trying and someone who loves Rockaway and tries to put Rockaway on the map, and like people in the comedy world know, oh, Big T, oh, Far Rockaway, yeah, he lives on the beach, like, and I want to do everything to get this. Not that this place needs more exposure, but just put it more on the map and put it on my fucking shoulders. And as they're producing fucking funny and like it makes you I don't know, man. it just you grasp, you try to grasp what's going on. Like, like did they not like me over here? But listen, I'm gonna keep growing and keep doing my fucking thing because I know I have plenty of people that do like me, and everyone else, like, I don't know. God bless, good luck. But I don't know. That was a long-winded 20-minute. I didn't even take a breath on that one. But last week we were talking about um, cathedral. I brushed on it. I went to school to become a priest, and we moved down here from Brooklyn around sixth grade, I think. Yeah, sixth grade. No, sixth grade. I was sixth grade. I stood in Brooklyn. Seventh and eighth grade, we moved to Rockaway, and I went from being in all like one being the top class, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, like each grade. And I don't even know how because my mom wasn't taking the test. She might have been doing my homework, but like I'm taking the test and I somehow fucking finagled it into being all the small classes somehow. Don't ask me how. I don't even remember how. But then when we moved to Rockaway, I went to 180, which is now a scholar school. You know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, it was fucking Lean on Me. Welcome to the Jungle, like the opening scene from that movie where it was just wild. And Hamels, the project's right over here in Ocean Village, which they're trying to change and sell to hipster people as like a condo place. But when I worked for UPS, another area that I needed a guard, an ex-correctional officer with a gun to drive with me all day because the buildings were that bad. And when I moved here, those projects were fighting each other. And then there was like five white kids at one table. You know what I mean? It was just, we were stuck in the middle. And, you know what I mean? I always liked fighting. My brother, my dad, whoever it was. You know what I mean? Like, and people just wanted to fight me. And I just spent most of my time suspended. And it was awesome because my dad was hurt. He was home from work. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds. It was the time they were hitting all those home runs. So I'm watching asterisk history of home run derby, like getting suspended. I'm like, I don't want to go to school anyway. But like, I would just walk in the staircase and turn the corner, and a kid would just blast you in the face. You know what I mean? Like, it was just fucked up, man. It was just, and you know what I mean? Like I said, I got stabbed in the head. You know what I mean? Just the honky cracker ass crack. I heard it all, and I loved it all. You know what I mean? It was funny to me. You know what I mean? I didn't like getting punched, but I spent most of my time getting suspended, and my parents were like, "Yo, if you keep going to the next school, which is right across the street, Beach Channel, you're never going to graduate." So they made me take the Catholic school test. I went to public school my whole life. I knew they didn't have money, so I picked the cheapest one. The cheapest one was Cathedral Prep to become a priest. So that day when I got stabbed in the head with the pencil by the girl who, she called me a cracker ass cracker or something like that. And I remember in the earth science book, there was like these heating lamps and they were heating up beef patties. And I was like, oh, look, is your mom cooking dinner? And she lost it and started stabbing me in the head with the pencil. Like, you said it first. I just came back with a better fucking rebuttal, you stupid bitch. And now it was like a cartoon character. I had the fucking bandage around my head. And I'm at Cathedral, and like, what happened? I told him exactly what happened, like I just said. Because why sugarcoat it or say what it's not? She said this, I said that. Fuck you, and she stabbed me. And they're like, well, you're gonna get killed, son. And like they like told me like, hey, you gotta, don't you want to become a priest? Wink, wink. Like, don't you want to be safe? And I was like, yeah, I want to become a priest one day. And they signed me up and they let me in, and I got the sports jacket, the fucking, you know what I mean? I never wore a sports jacket, like I said, since confirmation, communion. And I lasted a couple of seconds there because they had me in gymnastics gym. I play basketball and fight. Gymnastics gym? You know what I mean? Like, and I failed 6 subjects the first time. They had me in Latin. Latin? What the fuck? Latin Kings, I know, not Latin. And I did all the staircase, the suicides, the this, the that, and the math teacher, Mr. Fogarty, called me over. He's like, yo, Farrell. And I would have made the team. You know, I was killing it. And he's like, you can't play on the basketball team. You failed 6 subjects. And I'm like, really? And like, just, it was a punch in my stomach. I was out of breath from running the stairs, suicides. And Herman Sports was right across the street on Queens Boulevard. And I remember going there, and like, this was before Columbine. And I tried buying a BB gun, a gun of some sort. I just wanted to kill birds or squirrels, and like I, I needed to blow off some steam. They wouldn't sell me a gun, but like this is I could see Columbine. I could like all I wanted to do was play basketball, and like they have me in Latin and and gymnastics gym, and I went to public school my whole life, and like I just wanted to be on the basketball team, and they wouldn't. And thank God I didn't get a gun. Like I always talk about comedy. I want to be famous and shit. Like shit, I could have been famous in like '96, shooting up the school with a BB gun, or if I somehow got a real gun. But like that's how mad I was, and like just as I'm saying it out loud, I sound crazy. But know what? Fuck you. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like, why put me in gymnastics gym? You setting me up to fail Latin. Like I don't even know English. But yeah, someone was asking me about that story, so I just wanted to repeat it. How my little bit at Cathedral. There was some other stories, but yeah, I lasted like 3 months, and I went to 4 high schools, graduated in 3.5 years, regular diploma, finagled the system once again. But yeah, let's go. We're gonna keep it short this week. The big tits, big picks of the week. We're down 11,000 for the year, and I was thinking about it the other day how much of a degenerate I was a couple years ago when the FanDuel opened up in the Meadowlands. That's where you can go and legally bet. You can also put it on your app on the phone, go over the bridge in Jersey, or we took the bikes on the ferry to the city up the West Side Highway, rode our bikes over to GW onto the other side, and put the bets in, and then rode back and got on the ferry. More degenerate shit. But it was a time I drove there, and there was a fucking football game. And I got there fairly early trying to beat the rush, but they shut down all the parking lots. So I had to park outside the stadium in some hotel parking lot and then take a bus to fucking Giant Stadium, walk with all this cash on me to the fucking sports book. That bet definitely didn't hit that day because it would have been a fucking story. But having to take a bus after I drove an hour and change to Jersey to put a bet in, I should have just went home. You know what I mean? But I took the bus. I'm a fucking degenerate. I was a degenerate. I'm trying to be a better person. But listen, we got last week. I forgot exactly what happened. The NFL's been. I haven't been myself since that October. I've been chasing like a motherfucker, down 11,000, but I'm not worried because I got like 6 weeks left to punch my way out of this, and I know how to punch my way out of bad situations. And I like these picks this week. Is it Vegas fucking with me, making like desirable lines so you jump on it and it's clear the other team was the play? So be it, because I think it would be funny if I go 0-17, 0-18 this year. They added a game or two. I forget what the fuck it was. I think it would be absolutely fucking hilarious. But listen, the Giants, I'm a Giant fan. I'm taking the Eagles money line. Bengals against the Steelers. I like this Bengals team. The Ravens, the night game, if we make it that far, a small hedge with the Browns. We talked about the hedge where if it's a 6-teamer. If we go 5 out of 5 and all we need is the Ravens at the night game and this parlay pays over 16,000, we're probably going to put 6 to 8,000 on the Browns and then guarantee ourselves around 8,000 either way. We'll get to that. Hopefully we can talk about that next week if that needs be. But I love the Ravens tonight against the Browns. This one scares me. The Bucs on the road against the Colts. The Colts are just all-pro running back, all-time guy right now. Jonathan Taylor killing it. The Patriots, double result because this is a FanDuel bet. That means by halftime at the end of the game, there's got to be up any points. And the Chargers, the one I don't love the most against the Broncos. They can't stop the run, but I don't think the Broncos will be able to stop Herbert and them. But that's a 6-teamer. Imaginary 1,000 pays $16,305. The big tits. Whoa, big tits of the week. Big tits, big picks of the week. Let's go through that again. Eagles money line, Bengals money line, Ravens money line, Bucks money line, Patriots double result. That means first half end game they have to be winning, just winning, and then the Chargers money line. 1,000 pays 16,300. This parlay, we win. We're up 5,000 for the year. Do I seem worried? And listen, we're gonna punch our way out of this parlay, and I mean this big tits, big picks of the week debacle. But listen, this has been another selfish attempt of me just talking. I love talking. I got a mic later on. I'm gonna make some edibles. But I need to get up here. I feel a little better. Just getting some things out. These shitheads wearing the mask. People fighting on Facebook. I forgot to get into that about speed bumps on Shorefront Parkway that turns into ambulances not being able to get to where they need to go to people wearing masks. And it's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut up, retard. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like I said that the way people wear these masks, not on their face, as a fashion accessory. They put it on their arm. They put it over there. You see the people, they look cool. Let me put it on my arm. They're hanging from their rear view mirror. Oh my, the car shifter in the car. Or they come over, they love right on your counter. They put their stuff right on the counter. They slam their mask down. So if this mask worked on paper, let me just think about this. Like, it blocks the bad stuff, right? So the bad stuff is trapped in the particles of that mask. So if you're touching it with your hands, touching it to take it off, put it on your arm. Now, all those germs should be on your arm, hanging from your rear view mirror, hanging from your car shifter, slamming it down on my counter when you come over. Like, all those germs technically should be trapped in that mask and spreadable all over. It's like, imagine taking a cum rag and just putting it on your arm. All the cum would be on your arm. Hang the cum rag off your rear view mirror. The cum would drip off the rag and all over, like slamming the cum rag on the counter. The rag and the cum, which the rag was used to stop the cum, would be everywhere. Just like these fucking germs if it fucking worked. You fucking idiot. You know what I mean? So God bless, good luck, happy Hanukkah, and let's get a win today. The big tits, big picks of the week. See you next week. Remember, be the person you are when you're high. Later.